This video will give a brief overview of what is going on under the hood with the algorithms. Before we get started, I would just like to read a quick disclaimer. I do not claim to be an expert in financial markets or an expert in machine learning algorithms. These videos are made for educational purposes only and are not intended to contain financial advice. As I discussed in my first video, I ran into a lot of issues when dealing with penny stocks. If you haven't seen it, go and check it out in return. The solution I came up with was to feed penny stock data to machine learning algorithms to help me best play them. While machine learning sounds very complex and fancy, it really isn't. Who remembers good old y equals x from algebra class? Y is our dependent variable as it depends on x, our independent variable. Machine learning can be thought of in that same context. Y can be thought of as our label, or the thing we want to predict, and x can be thought of as our feature, or a factor that we believe will help us predict our label. However, there is more than just one factor that I believe influences penny stock movements. So there isn't just one feature in the machine movers algorithm, there are a lot. And not all features are created equal. The machine learning algorithm is able to pick up on what features are more important and which ones aren't and weight them differently. The various features I came up with come from three general categories. Macroeconomic indicators. What are the broader markets looking like? Social media data. How much are people talking about a given stock? And technical data. What is a snapshot of a given stock's recent price and volume action? The main label, or Y, that I have been using has been the maximum upwards price movement for the forward-looking week for a given stock. Here is a quick visualization of the max up label I have been using. There's a lot of other interesting ones that you could derive from the data, and I am planning on checking those out later. To implement the solution, we feed a bunch of labeled data, or X's with a Y, into the machine learning algorithms. During a process known as training, the machine learning algorithms essentially devise a set of rules that help them most accurately predict unlabeled data, or X's that have had their Y removed. Once the algorithms have finished devising their rules, we can think of them as trained. When we want to make forward-looking predictions for an upcoming trading week, we just have to feed the trained algorithms the appropriate features for each stock we would like to predict on. Based on the rules that have been derived from historical data, the algorithms will output what it thinks the label of the unlabeled data will be. Thank you for watching my second video. There will be more to follow. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at the following handles. Additionally, if you are curious about reading up more on machine learning, I will post links to helpful resources in the video description. Thank you for your time.